All right, y'all. So we have made our first stop on our way to Durango. We are in, don't tell me. No, don't you say a word. Don't you say a word. We are in Little Rock, Arkansas at Little Rock Air Force Base. And so the military in the whole has been going through some changes. And part of those changes, I mean, they're always doing it, right? But anyway, part of those changes is lodging. So it used to be back in the day where, military lodging was a small room. It was adequate. It was just what you needed. You had a bed, you had a bathroom, whatever. Fast forward to now, and it's almost like just a full out hotel. Like, this is really, really nice. Let me show you guys around. All right, so when we walk in to your right here, you got the bathroom. Nice wide sink in here. Nice big size shower. Look at that. You can fit a couple of people in there. Have a party in the shower. All right. Of course, you got your safe. You got your hanger, microwave, fridge, TV. You got a recliner. You got a nice bed. Mrs. Finesse is checking out already. You got your little office space. So for someone like me that, I don't live near an Air Force base, unfortunately, to come back to a base and stay at one of the hotels, I mean, this is just fantastic. Really nice. And this is nothing. You guys ought to see the lobby and the foyer area, man. This place is nice. Nice. All right, well, hey, enough talking about this mess, man. I'm gonna give me some sleep because we got to get back at it again tomorrow. All right, y'all. Peoples, what is going on? I am Finesse, and the Finesse family and I are fresh off our trip from Durango, Colorado. We were there for the 2024 Durango Rendezvous. We were hosted by the Southern Ute Indian tribe. The event itself was based out of the Sky Ute Casino there in Southern Colorado. The area is just beautiful. The roads are nice. And if you've been to the Durango Rendezvous before, then you already know of all of the scenery and things that you can see, the scenery that's available to you out there. It was just breathtaking. It was truly amazing. And me and the family, we didn't even get to do all of the things that we wanted to do, mostly because I myself had a kind of a compressed schedule trying to get in everything that I wanted to get in for this trip. But nonetheless, we did have a great time. All right, so big shout out to the Southern Ute Indian tribe. They put on a veterans event that was very unique. Definitely had the Native American flavor to it. There were some tribal leaders there, as well as some honored guests. So it was a really, really unique experience. And like I said, I just want to thank you guys for putting that on. All right, so to get to Durango, Colorado, it took us, I think, 2 or 3 days. We stopped in Arkansas, and then we also stopped in Albuquerque. And we chose those 2 stops because there's Air Force bases there, and we were staying there on the base. And like I said in the opener, when we went to Arkansas, I was truly surprised because the Air Force Inns, they've done an amazing job at the Arkansas Air Force Base. If you are ever driving through or traveling through Arkansas and you get to Little Rock Air Force Base, if you are able to get a spot in that hotel, you will not be disappointed. It was very nice. I think it's only been up for about a year or so, but we had a great experience out there. Not to say that we didn't have a great experience in Albuquerque, but we just didn't get to stay at the base. They were full, so we had to go off base, and it is what it is, right? All right, so once we arrive at the Sky Ute Casino, get the trailer offloaded, get the truck parked, and we enter into the casino, and you see these displays that were out there welcoming us to Durango 24. There was also a table set out to the side with some monitors in the back. We came during an off time, so there wasn't anyone physically sitting there at the table. However, during, I want to say it was like 9 to 4, 9 to 2, something like that. They had people up there. They were handing out welcome packets, as well as they were doing raffle tickets and all sorts of things that's associated with this event. All right, so now we are in the hotel. We got our bags unpacked and everything. We took some time to rest and relax after that 3-day trip. All right, so on the following day, we woke up bright and early, went to historic Durango to catch a train that went on a scenic tour from Durango to Silverton.
Le gusta el roce, le gusta tanto. Está puesta pa' bellaquear. Hablando de eso, ya se lo canto. Yo sé que quieres más y yo no sé, pero tu actitud me pone a soñar. Me pide más y más hasta que haga calor. Ella quiere jugar al ritmo de esta canción. Al ritmo. Se le ve la timidez, engañosa si la ves. Parece una santa pero en la disco tremenda mujer. Poca ropa y calor, son curvas que dan ardor. No le eche la culpa a las luces al dragón ni tampoco al sol. No me tagues en tus historias que se van a enterar. Y estás conmigo y tus amigas se van a interesar. Me pide más y más hasta que haga calor. Ella quiere jugar al ritmo de esta canción. Como cuando perreas a lo Caribe. Me tienes bien loquito por ti y eso me encanta. Y como Fanta, eres exótica y criminal. No me tagues en tus historias que se van a enterar. Y estás conmigo y tus amigas se van a interesar.
All right, so really cool train ride. The kids got a kick out of it. We saw some beautiful views, rivers, lakes, trees, the cliffs. So very, very nice ride. After we did the train ride, later that day, me and Mrs. Finesse and the boys, we went out on a short little solo trip. So there were a few firsts on this trip. All right, so that was the first time my youngest son has ever been on a motorcycle, which he said, he said it was all right. He wasn't giving out a whole bunch of emotion there. But as you can see in the video, he wasn't necessarily afraid or anything. So, but yeah. And also, Mrs. Finesse, that was her first time riding 2-up. So my oldest son was on the back of her bike. And we did a nice, easy route, nothing too crazy, because, it was the first time for my youngest son and the first time for my wife having those new experiences. And, you kind of want to take it slow just so you can get a feel of what's going on. So we just did a nice, easy route, went and got some ice cream, and then headed back to the hotel. All right, so the following morning, there was a group of riders about to go out, and I was able to catch them before they went. They were going to be with Ricky Not So Martin to be filming a short video or advertisement for Indian Motorcycle, and there were some riders picked at random for all of those folks that entered to go to Durango Rendezvous. So they took a few people out on their own motorcycles and filmed them so they can later on be in like a commercial or some kind of advertisement. But I was able to catch up with them in the morning before they rolled out. All right, so Durango Rendezvous is packed with rides and things to do, places to go. And of course, if it's an Indian motorcycle event, they are going to feed you. Okay. there's going to be food at every turn. All right. And this one was no different. We went to the D Chuckwagon live entertainment show kind of thing. I'll have it here on the screen. Really cool event. There was some light jokes, kind of family friendly type thing. Food was pretty good. So overall, it was a good experience. So not only that, I met up with a couple of subscribers as well as some folks that did the journey up to Durango. So check it out.
Thank you so much for coming again to our Chuckwagon. We appreciate you very much. It's always a lot more fun when you guys are here.
I'm editing that out. Anyways, what's going on, y'all, man? We are here at I got it down here. So D Chuckwagon Suppers. We're about to have some dinner. And throughout this entire trip, I've been meeting subscribers. I've been meeting new people from all over the country. But we got somebody here that not only follows the channel, but he is also a preloader. All right, and he's got a message. Well, you know what? Don't even spoil it, man. I'll let him talk. All right, sir, what is your name?
My name's Dave Lucero. I live in Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix. All right, what are you riding?
I'm riding a 23 Pursuit Elite.
Nice. How long you had it?
I got it in August, so
okay.
Still getting used to the girl.
Yeah. Is this your first cruiser, second cruiser, 50th?
I've had Harleys in the past. I finally switched from Harley to Indian, so.
All right.
Decided I wanted something a little bit more comfortable.
No doubt. All right, and then like I alluded to earlier, you had a little message for somebody, right?
Yeah. You could say we had a gentleman that decided not to come to this event, and unfortunately, he missed out on getting some challenge coins. So I'm gonna hook you up from the Arizona State Police. We'll send it home with your compadre here. So he'll take care of a fellow motor. So
awesome.
It's gonna be for you, sir. Even though you weren't here, we're still gonna hook you up.
That's it, man. Reach one, teach one, man. That's all right. Hey, but is there anything else you want to say?
No, I'm good. Just having a good time, just chilling, relaxing, hanging out, meeting good people. So
awesome.
Life is good.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate your support, man.
Hey, you got it, brother.
Then I got Honey right here with me. And interesting story, right? Because she had a chieftain, right?
I had a chief.
A chief.
Yep.
She had a chief. She switched up. But I don't want to do all the talking, man. We'll let her do some talking. All right, honey, where you out of?
San Diego, California.
All right, nice. And you guys IMRG out there?
IMRG San Diego crew.
Okay, nice.
Yep.
All right. And what are you riding now?
I am riding a 24 Pursuit.
Okay.
Dark horse.
How long you been riding, like, all together?
About 8 years.
8 years.
Yep,
Okay.
8 years.
And how did you get started riding?
I've always been interested in motorcycles. Of course, growing up, my mom's like, no. Got out of the house, ended up buying a Yamaha Silverado for my buddy. She was buying an Indian Roadmaster, and she's actually the one that introduced me to Indian motorcycles. Went with her to one of the demo days, fell in love with all the motorcycles that Indian has to offer, fell in love with the Chief, ended up buying a Chief a year later, and then I just recently traded that one in for my Pursuit.
Nice. Now, okay, here's the juicy part, right?
All right, here we go.
So now you're doing slow speed maneuvers, right?
Yeah.
So you're also a preloader, so you follow Robert Simmons.
I do, yeah.
Okay. And how's that been going?
Great.
Yeah?
You know, I thought that, 1,000-pound machine was going to be tough to handle, but it's smooth sailing. It's so smooth, yeah.
Nice. All right. Now, hey, look. Now, she told me she's doing U-turns and figure eights and stuff. I might have to get her on camera.
So we're from Route 66, Indian Motorcycle Riders Group. We came from Elgin, Illinois, and it took us 2 days, 850 miles the first day. We were trying to iron butt, but we couldn't because we hit the storms in Colorado, and oh my God, it was terrible. But we made it here, and we see a lot of happy faces, people we've seen before. We love this place.
Awesome, man. Awesome. All right. This next location that we go to was probably the best destination or location that we went through this entire week. I mean, it was just absolutely amazing. And I'm going to preface this video saying that, people are telling us that this particular spot was a treat. But at the time when I was there, I didn't really know what to expect. I'd never been there before, and people weren't telling me anything, which I'm glad they didn't. But this was a truly amazing location. All right, so you can check out the video here. With most things in Colorado, man, there's just fantastic views everywhere you go. We took a ride from the casino where we're staying out to Indian Motorworks. That's where we pulled in. Now, as we were pulling in, there's a gravel road, right? So keeping your bike upright, those slow speed maneuvers, this all comes into play. We were coming down that road. I didn't feel uncomfortable. I followed the rules, kept my preload up, kept it in a low gear, modulate your clutch, easy, right? We're just using the rear brake. If I make any turns, I'm turning straight up, good to go. All right, so enough with the lesson. We are here at Indian Motorworks in Denver, Colorado. I've never been here before, but everybody's telling me that it's gonna be a treat. So we are gonna go inside and check it out and see what they got going on. This is, you're like a restoration shop? I've never been here, this is my first time here, so.
Yeah, we do a little bit of everything. We manufacture some parts. We specialize in building power plants and restorations now. I'm just trying to get tied up. It kind of goes in phases.
Yeah.
Haven't done a lot of restoration work in the last 10 years, maybe one or two a year.
Okay.
And now we've probably got 6 or 7 going out a year. What I'm trying to get out now. It's just kind of a big push.
Yeah.
I'm kind of done. Done with so much. I'll never quit doing it. I want to keep doing it, but I want to make it manageable. And if something happens, see, I don't own the shop anymore, so if something happens where I have to vacate, I don't want to be hung with a lot of inventory. And
Right.
it's like this amazing experience of being able to go 50 years and start this as a hobby, and now I'm getting to tie it all up. Yeah, so it's just been, it's just been a lot of just R&D and
Passion and love.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It's hard to make one bike your favorite bike when you've got so much love into all of them.
Yeah. Oh, and I was going to say this. So I took this 1931 4, and then I get back and I go, you know, this is the bike. You know, so this is my favorite. Then I come back here and I lived in Boulder and I made a trip down to Durango on a 46, and I'm going, oh no, this is it. You know, and then I got on a 37 and I go, oh no, this is it.
Yeah, right.
So it's like and they always say, well, which one's the best? You know, what's more valuable? What's all the best? People just go bananas over the 4-cylinders and stuff. I did some nice cross-country trips on the 4s, and they're good, but they're a little bit more problematic. They don't have the torque that a Chief does, much shorter stroke. And
like I said, this location is absolutely amazing. I didn't get a lot of video footage in there, just because one, I was looking around at all the bikes and everything that they had going on there, and being able to talk with Jeff Grigsby. I mean, that guy has so much motorcycle knowledge, so much Indian motorcycle knowledge, especially about, you know, the vintage bikes and how things worked and, you know, everything else in between. I mean, we could have sat there and talked to him for a good hour and a half and still not, you know, pulled everything out of his brain. You know, really just very interesting situation. I'm so glad I was able to get out there. And if you ever get the opportunity, you absolutely have to check out Indian Motor Works down in Colorado, man. It was just amazing. All right, so now to keep things rolling, the next location that we're going to is going to be the Four Corners Indian Motorcycle in northern New Mexico. We are here in Farmington, New Mexico at the Four Corners Indian Motorcycle, and just from the looks of it, man, this is a really good looking dealership. There's a nice selection of bikes in here, as there should be. It's a dealership, right?
Super nice. I'm not gonna buy a bike. I promise you.
Look around. I'll show you guys the facilities. Hopefully I can get a hold of one of the managers or one of the salespersons, and have them show us around or give us the ins and outs.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, so it didn't take long. I got a hold of one of the salespeople here at the dealership, and he's gonna give us a tour.
Hi, my name is David Reyes. I work at the Farmington Fun Center, Four Corners Indian Motorcycles. Well, of course, we're also a Polaris dealership, so we're gonna have, you know, the side-by-sides. We have some of the youth vehicles over here on your left. And then on this side of the dealership is where we would have all the Indian, all the bikes. We have all the way from Roadmasters, brand new. We have all the way also to the Challenger Limited, the Chieftains. As of right now, we are having a pretty good, we're having pretty good discounts on some of the units. And then right here in the back, we got a couple more. We got some pretty good discounts on them as well. I know we have a Pursuit over there that you can save up to almost $6,000 on that. So
nice.
We have
an Indian motorcycle pool table?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I need this.
Pretty sure the owner special made this for the dealership.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He special ordered it for the dealership.
Nice.
Yeah. All the dimensions and everything, he specifically made it for this dealership, so.
That is cool, man.
Super, super cool. We got some merch on that side. We got some Four Corners Indian, you know, merch and whatnot. If you guys want to grab yourself some before leaving.
Absolutely, get one of those.
Yep. We have also the flannels, jackets. They have the elbow pads, shoulder pads. We also got the, you know, your gloves, some vests, more jackets. And then this side of the dealership would be kind of just more gear, but it would be more focused to the recreational type of vehicles that we have for the side-by-sides, the ATVs, the dirt bikes and all that. So we have the Fast House, we have the Fly, we have the Fox brands.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. We also have quite a bit of helmets, all the way from Shoei to Bell, Z1Rs. Then over here we got some more gear for the recreational stuff. And then in the way back over here we got your parts counter. You can find anywhere from new tires, wheels, to aftermarket stuff like whip lights for your side-by-side, new tires or whatever you might need for a dirt bike, handlebars for any type of bike. You can also get that. So you got pretty much anything you need back here. Then we got some more side-by-sides over here.
So how many of these have you taken out?
Of these, probably like 3 or 4.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You can get some good jumps in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I imagine there's lots of places to get some.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Have some fun out here.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
All right. So, if somebody's looking to come and make a purchase, who will we contact?
Phone number would be 505-325-6710. It would be Fun Center, Farmington, New Mexico.
Nice, nice. All right, y'all. So if you are in the New Mexico area and you need to get some Polaris or Indian motorcycle, anything, come check out David. He's gonna hook you up, man. They got some nice deals in here. All right. I'm definitely trying to hide all of this stuff from Mrs. Finesse. We'll be walking out with one. But anyways, hey man, I appreciate you taking some time out.
No problem, man.
Thanks. All right.
For sure.
I would absolutely do some damage in one of these.
Be a lot of fun.
How much room you got in your trailer? This is our first time checking out the old Super Scout. Look at that, man. You got a nice little windshield on there. Saddlebags. Got some chrome trim on it. Got spoked wheels. Nice fat tire. Miss Finesse is loving it.
I really like it. So y'all know I had a Super Chief. I like that the windshield is a little bit abbreviated. It's a little bit shorter. The saddlebags, they're slightly smaller, and I want to say it's like a little, like the convenience of that, and they're hard inside. They're really nice. Really nice. I like the ride command. Oh, this looks good.
Let's pay for the stuff. Get out of here.
Bite two?
All right, so if you are in the vicinity of the Four Corners Indian Motorcycle Dealership, man, they had some deals going on. Definitely get a hold of them while these deals are still going on. You can get a hold of David, a real good guy. So he was kind of new, I guess, but I told him he was going to do great, and he did do great. I appreciate you, David, for taking us around. And like I said, if you guys are in that area and you're looking for an Indian motorcycle, a dirt bike, or any kind of Polaris product, definitely reach out to him and give him a call. Unfortunately, we've made it to the end of our week there at Durango, Colorado, and they were putting on a banquet. So this banquet, you had vendors kind of around the inside. They also had motorcycles. Now these were owners' motorcycles that were there at the event that just had some unique bikes, some good looking bikes, and they had them lined up on the floor all around. There were vintage bikes, there were, new bikes, so on and so forth. Just a really nice event overall. And of course, Mrs. Finesse had her bike there on the floor, which in itself was just amazing. People walking by, checking out the bikes. So good stuff. So in this banquet, the guest speaker was General Fogelman.
Southwest Colorado, and especially the southern youth tribe, they have not forgotten.
He is a retired Air Force general, so you guys know I had to yell out air power as loud as I could, okay? So he gave a really good speech. just talking about the life of Indian motorcycle as well as his connection to motorcycles. All right, so the Banquet, and well, not only the Banquet, but Durango Rendezvous, the entire event. This is put on to support veterans, right? So during the Banquet, there was a 50-50 raffle. There were items to bid on, and there was also just door prizes that you bought tickets for. All of that money that they get from Durango Rendezvous goes to support a veteran program, basically getting veterans in need out there on motorcycles, communicating with other people, giving them a platform to discuss the things, things that are going on in their life that they can hopefully work through. Right. So if you've never attended a Durango Rendezvous, it is a really good experience. It's absolutely for a really good cause. And me and Mrs. Finesse, we were just so happy that we were able to take part of that, especially being veterans ourselves. And people don't necessarily like to talk a lot about their issues in public forums. So being at one of these events is very, very therapeutic for, not only myself, but Mrs. Finesse, as well as the other veterans that were out there. So really, really good event. So between all the ticket sales, the raffle, as well as the auction, the Durango Rendezvous event raised $16,696, right? And as everybody was coming up on stage and they were presenting the check, of course, that didn't last long, because as people were coming up, people were donating even more money, right? So it went from $16,696. It went from that to $20,000. And then before the night was over, it ended up being $25,000 raised to support veterans, which is just amazing. All right. And this wasn't like a huge event. This was a small number of folks, and the amount of money that went to this program is just absolutely amazing. And like I said, man, me and Mrs. Finesse are just so happy and proud that we were able to be a part of that. Hats off to everybody that organized the 2024 Durango Rendezvous. It was just a great experience.
We'll go 1, 2, 3 and then start, okay? 1, 2, 3. Ride every day and enjoy.
Oh, I said it wrong.
Okay, let's go again. Hey, take 3.
All of this is going in, by the way.
1, 2, 3, and then ride every day and enjoy. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Ride every day and enjoy.
That's it.
All right.
Yeah.